Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm so excited today. We are talking about...
Today, hello again. We're talking about are we actually soulmates?
Are we?
Are we soulmates?
Yeah.
Are we? Are we?
You will be looking at past events that happened from our parents' days, us growing up to where we are right now, that when we look back, we're like, no way, this is not a coincidence. We are supposed to be here.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
Yeah, man, and I mean, it's all about, and I get the reflection came after.
Yes.
Now that we're here, it's like, hey, looking back, I feel like everything was like saying,
you are supposed to be here.
this is where you are. And this is where you're gonna be.
And we will be unpacking that.
Yeah. So a year later into our relationship, prior marriage, right? So relationship, a year later, we decide, look, we've been together for a long time now, a year. It's kind of a long time. It's long enough to know whether this is where you're supposed to be or not.
But
this
also
is what you want or not.
We communicated our intentions
from
and
the beginning.
From the beginning to say this is what I want in a relationship. And you also mentioned how you're not here to play and we need to talk about marriage and time frame, and I was like, Definitely.
So in that way, we were in sync. We were aligned.
Yeah.
And the time came a year later to say, okay, let's action it then. We start by introducing each other to each other's families.
Yes.
And then I came to your family first.
Yes.
I met your dad. I met Reggae Baby as well.
Yeah.
Lovely lady. Sometimes I wish I had a bit more time with her, but hey, it is what it is. So I came there and they didn't go too deep into, I guess, I don't know. That's how they wanted to handle the whole first introductions. They went in, light, we just had a nice meet-up sort of a situation. We got to know each other. It was quite pleasant.
Yes.
Quite pleasant. Not too long, not too short, but just enough. I was also happy. It felt like home, that also plays into a relationship as well. To say, am I what do you call it? Why is my English going? It's Saturday. It's offline.
No, we must be.
Hey, you stop. But am I welcome into this family and stuff? And it was warm, but it ended, we left, and you and your mom had a bit of a word after that meeting.
Yes, she asked to say, you said Rachisusu, and my mom was born and raised in Murungwa, a village called Murungwa in Limpopo, Venda. And I'm like, Rachisusu. And she's like, I know those people. I'm just not sure if Ndibo Nebaha Mavu, but I know about Rachisusu. We come from the same village. There is a familiar Rachisusu. And we didn't get into it too deep.
Just highlight it like that.
I mean, you can always find about Dlamini anywhere else. It's the same Dlamini that you know, right? So it was that kind of situation. Until I met your dad.
Until a short while after that, then I took you to my family. You met everybody there. My dad was there. I mean, unfortunately, you and I are not like the same. I don't have a mom anymore. So it was my dad and my siblings. And interesting. How did that go?
Very interesting. The dad really got into deep in the questions. From where were you raised? Your parents, where do they come from? And I think that came from him was born in Murungwa, where my mom was also born, but now lives in Romondo. So he wanted to understand the transition. Did we also go through something like that? Whereby we originally come from somewhere, but now we're in Maruma, right? So yes, my dad, Baba Kunda, then decided in Maruma is where now he is at. And then my mom, Baba Murungwa. When I said that, he paused. He's like, Murungwa? Surname? And I'm like, Mafunisa. He's like, no way. Do you know Abraham Mafunisa? I'm like, that's my uncle. He's like, no way. I played with your uncle. This means I played at your grandparents' place. And then he came back to say my mom asked about the surname because it was familiar, right? It was like, I've heard, I know people who are and when your dad was asking about my uncle and how they played together, it just made sense from what mom was saying. But we didn't think too much of it. We were thinking before they knew each other and how it was going to be so nice that now that we are here, my uncle will sit down with your dad and say, oh my God, we grew up together, played together, only for our kids to get married.
Do you know what was going in my mind?
Look at the universe.
That first meeting when you came to my family, when he's saying all of this, I'm sitting there like, I hope there's nothing bad. Because you never know. They can be polite because you are here.
Yes.
And I'm just thinking to myself, I hope nothing bad.
Nothing bad happens, right?
They knew each other.
I got home and I was like, Reggie, baby, you want to tell me what happened? Okay? Because Mavu's dad know you, okay?
Yeah.
He knows you like that.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that.
I hope you guys didn't do nothing.
You guys didn't do nothing. Mom's like, oh no, come down. He's younger. You know, he played with my brother. I used to play a lot at my house. I'm like, oh, okay, that's safe. But it was quite interesting that looking at them growing up.
I mean,
and then life through them in different area and provinces and Ngoraro, only for us to bring them back.
Do you understand? Through us and
yes, through us they are reunited.
This thing going on, like, hey.
Yeah, but we didn't. It was okay. You guys know each other, great. And then we came back to Joburg a year later. We
decided to do the thing.
We did the lobola.
So yes, lobola, and then because we had spoken about this, from the beginning of the relationship, to say, we're not here to play, and then we were in sync with that, and it was time. And then we were like, okay, now it's time to actually just make this thing into an official thing. And then we go home, we do the lobola thing. And that's where we found out new bombs about this whole, we knew each other from back in the day. During the lobola, it goes on. I mean, I'm not in there. I'm around. I'm in the vicinity, but I'm not in. My parents can't be in. My dad can't be in.
Also, my parents are not allowed to in the negotiation.
It has to be the family, the elders and so on. They're busy with their thing, and then I'm called in. And then after everything was done, and then you are now called in as well.
Yes.
New bombs. They go off again.
Off. So my parents were called in to be introduced to Mavu's family. And when my mom and my dad sat there, my mom was like, I know you, looking at Mavu's aunt.
Yeah.
And then Mavu's aunt was like, you do? And then she's like, yeah, you taught me.
Imagine.
You're my primary school teacher.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And they start talking. Your mom starts reciting things
that
my aunt
the aunt taught her.
And the aunt is just there also remembering. It's just a
thing. I remember that.
Big reunion, and we just in the mix like.
We were like, okay.
You can just sit here.
Yeah, you guys can have your moment.
About us. It's fine.
Thanks to us, you guys got reunited.
Yeah. So okay, cool. Now we're useless. Okay, cool. That's fine. Do you?
As you are. Oh, please. Let's not disturb you.
You can actually just go outside and nothing will happen. They won't even notice. But it was quite interesting.
Beautiful moment, man. To say when life just happened, however it happened, and then these kids are here now and they're bringing us back together.
I mean, imagine.
Yeah, beautiful. So when you got to Joburg.
Yeah, when we came back home here now.
Yeah, after the lobola, right? It was like, oh, beautiful reunion for our parents and their family. Great. So what now?
We need to understand.
I just need to understand what does this mean. So if your dad and my mom grew up in the same place, that means I know you.
Yeah, I mean,
because every December when I come from Diepsloot to Venda, I would spend time with my parents at my parents' house, but my mom would always send me at my grandparents' place when she grew up in Murungwa for some couple of days.
I had the same. So December I have the same where we used to go to my uncle's place, Mkoti Muruanga, in Murungwa as well.
And I was playing in a tuck shop, Kifin, called Matabita.
I was doing the same. Same place.
No way! And then we were swimming with my cousins at some little rivanyada there just by the road.
Down the road, same. Yeah.
What are the odds?
I mean,
what are the odds? We were playing together. And we didn't know one day you're going to be sitting like this.
You could be playing with your wife or husband that you don't even know.
I'm just saying. Your kids.
Yeah, watch.
I
man, it was crazy, but
yeah.
I mean, this is now where it, leading into it is just saying, the universe is saying, this is where you have to be.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just, prepping everything for you guys to come.
True.
And then boom.
Yeah.
You can make this whole new reunion for these two families, and it's due to us. And they're, reunited.
Then reunited, and we are also here. It's like they paved the way. They had to exist in that way in their lives for us to exist.
Yeah, beautiful.
Like
isn't
this. Today.
And here we are.
Crazy. Because I think it's okay and normal for people who grew up together in the same street. If you guys get married later in life. It's fine, you guys grew up. But I didn't know you.
I also didn't.
We came as a holiday and left and went back to our lives.
Imagine this. I probably came and saw you there maybe as I was passing by.
Yeah, you probably did, Bang Pap. I was very forward. You probably did.
Yeah, but I mean, one wouldn't have known that this is what it means.
Yeah, probably annoyed you like, hey, Eli.
Nobody knows.
Right?
Yeah.
And then Eli, tada.
It's here.
Yeah, now. I know you even further.
Yeah. Interesting, man. Interesting how things unfold sometimes.
Yeah.
But signs like these and I mean, you wouldn't know when it's happening.
No.
But I mean, later on, looking into it, we're like, hey, look at that.
It had to happen that way for this to exist, and now you look back, you're like, I think we are soulmates.
Crazy.
We are supposed to be here.
Crazy.
Because there were times that life was like, no. The distance is too much.
It's how
but the universe was like, no, you're supposed to be here.
It just came back to it. I mean, distance, it was there, but we didn't feel
We didn't feel it. I was driving 100 kilometers in the day.
When we started in the beginning, I was the one doing the driving, and hey, I didn't feel it.
Right.
The first one I did was quite late at night.
Yeah.
I didn't even know where I was going, and
Honey,
yeah, this thing could have been criminal. And when I get there, I'm done.
So when we started the video, it was more about are we soulmates or not? And I'm looking at the way the chain of events and how things played out, growing up, not knowing, visiting the same area, playing together, not knowing that it would actually be here. Our parents knowing each other from back in the days, and then they go their separate ways. And then their kids only to come back and marry each other. It's insane. I think that is just another way of showing how you're my soulmate.
I think so too. I mean, a lot happened.
Yeah.
A lot happened.
True.
How things happened, but each and every time things were happening, they always drew us back together. Everything just said here, the whole time here.
True.
Whether it be distance or whatever it would have been, there's always a way around it. The universe has always given us like a way around our challenges to be here, to be with each other.
Yeah.
So, you are my soulmate.
You are.
Yeah. No.
And that is how Mavu and I and our parents know each other.
And we got reunited through our union.
Yes, they got reunited through this.
Our union. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, watch out. Look out for this universe as you're living. Don't ignore if it tells you something. The universe is
saying something.
Yeah,
listen.
Pay attention. So here we are.
Yeah. Bing. Many more reunions, Chom.
Many more.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you love it. You can also share your stories of coincidence that you look at like, hi. The universe is trying. The universe is trying to tell me something. Drop it in the comments and then share your stories.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But we'll see you on the next one. Not sure where.
Yeah, but definitely not far from home.
Definitely not far from home.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.